Hello, my fellow horsemen from around the world, from wherever it is you're from. My name is Luis Jimenez, and I'm here to share my thoughts on this wonderful book called The Art of Horsemanship by Xenophon. Xenophon the Greek. Xenophon was a very cultured man from Greece, 2000 years, 2000 BC, about 2000 BC, and he writes this book, which is quite innovative. Uh, his main discovery, his main attribute to horsemanship is the theory of punishment and reward. Punishment and reward. Punishment and reward is the means by which all animals are trained, and he goes very deeply explaining this principle, which is really, he's probably the first person to ever mention this principle. Doesn't mean other horsemen weren't doing it before him or at the same time as he was doing it. It's just he's the first one to put it down on paper, to write it down, to explain it in detail, and to analyze exactly what's going on. And he goes really in detail, explains the theory of punishment and reward. And punishment and reward sounds very simple, but it's really not that simple. It's very, very deep. It's infinite. Punishment and reward is infinite, because punishment and reward is not necessarily a violent punishment. Any discomfort is a punishment. Any pressure is a punishment. Lack of pressure is reward. Comfort is reward. So having said that, you can imagine what this extends to. This extends to many details. I'll give you a detail. If you're riding a horse and you're tense, and you're tense and you're stiff, that's a discomfort. That's a discomfort. So you're telling your horse. The horse is reading by that. He's reading that he's doing the wrong thing. Okay, so the horse is going to adapt, and he's going to change what he's doing to adapt to this stiffness that he feels in you. The stiffness that might be stiffness in your body. Okay, from not having a good seat or whatever the reason may be. So what happens is you're probably, if you're not controlling this, you're telling the horse something you don't want to tell him. So it's important that you train your body, that you train your seat so deeply that you can at any moment be at ease. When you're at ease, you're telling your horse, that's what I want. Because when you're at ease, that's the reward. Okay. So any discomfort for the horse is a punishment. Any comfort for the horse is reward. So you have to find what's comfortable. You have to find what makes the horse comfortable. Okay. So to give you an example, okay. So if the horse is doing something very intense and he's doing exactly what you want, coming back to a free walk, that's a reward. That's an obvious reward. Okay. But also I can give you an example of the great Nuno Oliveira. Okay. When he's doing a piaffe, and all of a sudden the reins go slack and the legs look so relaxed. He took away all the pressure. There's no pressure. Pressure is also a punishment. Lack of pressure is a reward. So the way this works, and again, this is coming from this book, is if I want the horse to change what he's doing, if I want the horse to do something different, and I put the pressure on him, and the horse changes what he's doing, and he's doing it, and now he's doing exactly what I want him to do, or he's at least going in the direction of something I want him to do, then I must release the pressure, because that's the way I tell him that's what I want. That's the way I communicate to him that is what I want, that you're doing the right thing. So then the horse will pick up on that, and he'll start looking for that, because he's looking for that release. Okay. We think about all these horse whisperers today that are fabulous. I can think of Buck Brenneman. I can think of Warwick Schiller from Australia. people I deeply admire. I deeply admire because of the comprehension of the horse. Okay, and they always talk about taking away the pressure, releasing the horse. You know, pressure, and then take away the pressure. As soon as the horse, Buck Brenneman, I love when he says, don't take the pressure when the horse does it. Take the pressure when the horse is getting ready to do it. When he's getting ready, when he's preparing to do what you want. That's when you take the pressure. When he's preparing to do it. Wow. That's even more tactful. That's even more conducive to good riding, good horsemanship. So anyway, it's all in this book. His big innovation in this book of Xenophon, of the great Xenophon, was punishment and reward. He is, I think, I can almost assure he's the first one to mention this principle, and it's really his deal. We must give it to him. Punishment and reward. It's a very fun book to read too, because it's so beautifully written. He uses imagination. You know, give you an example. He says a rider should sit on a horse in such a way that if a wizard came along and disappeared the horse from underneath him, he would land on his 2 feet and not on his bottom. So you know that's just an example. I think I said this in a video before, but it's so beautiful that he uses his imagination to transmit his knowledge. Okay, it makes total sense. You want to sit in such a way that you would land on your feet if the horse disappeared from underneath you. It just makes total sense. So when you're riding, if you think about it, you're going to be sitting in the right way, in the proper way. So anyway, I leave you with that. I hope this inspires you to read this book. That's really my purpose of this video, is to inspire you to read this book, to look for Xenophon, because he gave us this book. He took the trouble to write it, to make our journey in horsemanship a little easier, to point us in the correct direction. So again, and I thank Xenophon by this video. I thank him for this book, wherever it is he is, and I hope to inspire you and encourage you to read this wonderful book. Until next time.